Hello, my name is Meredith McCartney. I'm the broker here at Stewardship. I just wanted to take a minute and talk about our lease renewal process with you as our residents. So typically, our process is you will hear first from Amy, our leasing coordinator. When your lease is expired or coming up to expire, she'll be reaching out to you to schedule a phone call with Johnny Dallas, usually one of our real estate agents. And we schedule a phone call so that we can have a conversation about it rather than maybe an impersonal letter in the mail or a new lease just getting sent to you with no explanation. So we really prioritize having that communication, and we want to hear your feedback in that conversation as well. So there's a lot of benefits to renewing your lease, one of them being you're locking your rent rate in for another year, potentially. There could be times where you might want to stay month to month or renew on a month to month, or maybe 6 months. If you're looking to move, or maybe you're buying a house or moving for whatever reason, and you don't want to commit to a year, that's totally fine. We always start there, but there's other options. And again, it's a conversation. So we try to work with you as much as we can. So a benefit there to signing a year-long renewal could be that would eliminate then an owner requesting us to post a non-renewal or terminate your lease early prior to you wanting to move out. So that's another benefit to getting locked into that year. There's also benefits with getting onto a stewardship or a standard lease. Our lease was put together by attorneys, and we carefully crafted it around making sure that you as a resident are protected, as well as the owner. We tried to make sure that it's thorough without being overwhelming. It's not 20 pages long, but it covers the main points and ensures that things are clarified. We try to make it simple to understand, so if you're reading through it, if you have any questions, you're welcome to ask us about it. We welcome that. But there's a lot of benefits to just having things clearly communicated so that you know the expectations of the landlord as well as your expectations for stewardship and the landlord. So a lot of times we will have the conversation with the owner of the property to find out what their expectations are, what their maybe required increase is, and we advocate for you in that conversation. We go to bat for you to make sure that if it's not absolutely necessary that a high increase is implemented, we try to keep that as incremental and minimal as possible to avoid putting some undue financial hardship on you, or maybe requiring you to move out if it's something that you can't afford. We just really try our best to go back to the owner of the property and do some negotiating and fighting on your behalf. And so we always like to, if you like your property, if you're enjoying it, we want you to stay there. We're not in the business of forcing people out unnecessarily. And so we really want to work with you, and I would encourage you to have that mindset going into a phone call with Johnny, that we want it to be a conversation, but at the same time, we have a responsibility to make sure there's a balance there of incrementally increasing to keep the rent rates just where they need to be, as close to market rate as possible, without just unnecessarily increasing the rent. So we appreciate your flexibility and willingness to work with us on that, and understanding the balance that we're trying to keep there. And again, we really appreciate each one of you, and you are valued and respected. And yeah, feel free to reach out anytime. We love talking with our residents, so please come by and see us at our office or give us a call, and we'll talk soon.